Recording starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to another episode of Kareem Talks. I'm your host, Kareem, and if you notice, I now have a background filter. Why? Because I'm tired of people looking into my personal room. But we're not here to talk about me, as always. We are here to discuss the internet's favorite pastime, which is memes. Okay? More in particular, people in the Nation of Islam and Muslims. And I could not talk about meme making, meme posting, without two stalwarts in the meme industry, well, as far as the Nation of Islam is concerned. Starting with our first presenter and guest. She is her memes are very tame, very safe, very halal, which is another word for kosher. You know, they're very child friendly for the most part. In fact, like a huge percentage of her memes are very safe. Bringing her to the stage, give it up for the owner and creator of NOI Memes, that is on IG at NOI.memes. Give it up for Adara. Come on the cameras, baby girl. Come on now. She's shy. She's shy, ladies and gentlemen. She's shy.
Assalamualaikum.
Walaikum salam. Waiting for you to come on camera.
You can't see me?
I can't see you. I cannot.
Can you see me now?
Yes, here she is. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
Praise be to Allah. That is the face of the NOI memes, ladies and gentlemen. Now, going to the other side of the internet, because you can't have the halal and the safe memes without having those really funny, like bust your gut, absolutely hilarious, maybe controversial, maybe, but still funny memes. You can't, that's the balance of the internet. You gotta have both. Gotta have both. So coming from the other side of the internet, the proud owner and creator of the Righteous brand, Mr. Righteous Child himself. Give it up for Sala. Welcome to the show. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You see it.
Assalamualaikum.
Peace and blessings. Walaikum salam. Welcome, 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 welcome. Yes, these are the faces of the meme pages that we love and enjoy. We really do. We appreciate. I just want to say that your memes, even though there have been some times where I've been like, whoa, the majority of your memes have never failed to make me laugh. Never failed. I just want you to know that from the bottom of my heart. As someone who made memes in the beginning, it was just me. It was Trevor. It was a couple other people, but we were the most consistent. And so when we stopped and y'all kind of just took the ball and ran with it, Righteous Child just being like the forefront, and then NOI memes providing the family-friendly memes, which provided that nice balance. Y'all really did y'all thing. So props to y'all. But we're gonna get into all that. We're gonna get into all of that. So first question being, and before we continue, anyone watching in the audience right now, please leave whatever questions you have for our guests, and I will pick them out. Please, no controversial, no offensive, and just an outright bad questions. I'm watching you, YouTube audience. Anyway, my first question would be, where did you all come up with the idea to start these meme pages for the Nation of Islam?
You want to go first?
Whoever wants to go.
I'll go first. I was talking with my group of friends since like 2019. I said the nation really needs a meme page. I said, like, everybody's like is always on Kareem's page looking at what he has to say, but it's like we need like a designated meme page. So it was just an idea, but I made the page in January of 2020. I
Right
want to say
before the
around
world went to hell.
Before it went. I made it January 1st, if I want to like be really exact. So New Year's Day, that's when I made the meme page. And the purpose of it was just for it to be like a nice place where we could laugh, because everybody thinks the Nation of Islam is so serious and that we're just so mean. And you just exactly like how you look. Just
yes, sir. No, sir.
it.
Where post you need me to go to, sir? Left face, right face. That
all of
right?
that.
Yep.
So I was like, we let down our hair, we laugh, we chuckle, we socialize. So I wanted to show that. I wanted a place where people could see that the Nation of Islam is not mean. We're serious, but we're not uptight. We're people. So
right.
That's
important.
How NOI memes was created.
Okay. All right. Sala, your turn. Same question.
Mine is actually the total opposite, maybe, of what Adara said. Actually, I was like making a few memes and I would send them to NOI memes, and they would like hit, right? And everybody would be like, "Oh, this is funny, this, that, and the other," right? And then one time, or maybe a few times, I would send them to Adara, and it's not her fault. It's like probably her audience, but they were a little, edgy. So like she couldn't post them. So I said, you know what? One day I just said, I'm gonna make my own page. And then I hit up one of my friends who should not be named.
They will not be named. You will not get any additional information.
And he helped me out, and then we started, and like I think in like a week or a week and a half, we went to like 1,000 followers or something like that. And then it was boom, it was there.
And thus Righteous Child was born. Before we continue, we have our very first question from the audience. This question comes from Brother Jimmy. He asked, and I quote, "I know the answer to this, but has anyone ever DM'd y'all? Who is your LT?" Has anyone ever DM'd you guys asking who is your lieutenant? Who is your officer? Answer.
I don't think anybody's asked me if I like about like a lieutenant or a captain. But they probably did. I probably did like delete the message or something like that. Not gonna lie.
Woo, we love the honesty. We practice transparency here at Kareem Talks.
For me, it was very ironic because the sister captain, my regional sister captain, is the one that did the text. Was like, who is in charge? Who is your lieutenant? I said, Assalamualaikum, sister. You. And she's like, you're in my region. I said, yes, ma'am.
Oh my God.
That was a conversation. And it was over a specific post. I remember the exact post it was.
Yikes. Post that were, I'm assuming, deleted?
It's gone. It's gone. It was funny. It was so funny. But it's the fact that it was so funny, it caused something.
I would like to take a stab at it. Was it that one regarding drill? Was it the
Yep.
I remember that one.
There was two, actually. It was one concerning drill and one concerning bean pie. And those had to be like the funniest post. One of the funniest posts that NOI memes put out there.
A bean pie.
But it was so controversial.
I rag on, you know what? Sometimes people are, I'll admit there's some time where we shouldn't like toe the line, but there's sometimes people can be just a little too sensitive. Bean pie. How many times you all see me rag on bean pie? Like in a week?
Like countless.
Countless.
Yeah.
Who gonna check me? Nobody.
I got checked.
It's subjective. It's a matter of opinion. Opinions that have since changed. Don't hate me for this, Sala, but I no longer hate Supreme's pie. I don't like it.
What?
But I don't really hate it no
You
more.
don't hate it?
Mm-mm.
We love growth. We love growth.
It's crazy. Now this is not to say that it hits. It still don't hit, but it's not god awful no more. It's not god awful.
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. I grew a little bit. It's not as bad as it was when I had it at Savior's Day, but it's still a mid pie.
Yeah, it's mid. It's very mid. It doesn't hold that Supreme, the Supreme title. Doesn't
personally, in my opinion, it goes New York from the dark skinned brother. I don't know that man's name, but
yes, sir.
The dark skinned dude in the house probably looking like this thick. And then it's baby bean pie. Shout out to baby bean pie, brother.
Baby bean pie. Baby bean pie. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Baby bean pie. Definitely. I would say, and this is a shameless plug. You should try your bean pie at the Arc in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm just saying.
Atlanta bean pie is really good. I miss driving in Atlanta and one of the brothers be like, excuse me, bean pie or final call, and they have no idea that I'm in the nation with them. So me and my mom is like, assalamualaikum, just having a trip. I ended up getting a free bean pie just because I gave the
frees are always nice, unless they taste bad. Then frees are terrible.
It tasted great.
Not completely trying to sidebar, but now that we know why, what made you all want to get started in the meme business, what would you say are some of the highs of having that page and making people laugh? I want to start positive first before we get to the real juicy questions. What were the highs of having that page, and especially for you, Righteous Child, because I know you have the most followers right now. So what were the highs of having this page and, being the resident funny man?
I would say going live and having like 30 to 50 plus people join, interacting with you, and like you could restart the live like 3-4 times and still have that same amount of people coming back from like start the live at like 8 o'clock Eastern time, go all the way to like 1 or something like that. And then like, it's never a dull moment in there. I remember the first live we had, it was somebody with a fake page. We're not going to say, I think you were there. And I was
there. Like, I seen the fake page and I was just like, wow.
It was a movie.
So
it was a movie.
Yeah. Adara, like what I know you haven't went live, but you have a decent amount of followers yourself. So
a high for me is that our page grew really quickly. NOI memes grew expeditiously fast within like a few amount of days, and we were just getting like requests and everything, and it's like I love that the nation was so active with it. I love that we were making people laugh. I love that we were getting comments and likes and all of that. It just, oh man, it was great. So that has to be the high for me. And I want to say that lasted all the way up until April when things happened.
Oh, when life, when God was like 2020 and 2020 ain't it. Sorry. Yeah. So sorry. Before I continue, we got another question. This question is for Mr. Sala. So when are the Righteous Lives coming back?
Man, will y'all stop tripping on every single post I make? Will y'all start like joining them?
Word. Okay. Respect for that. That leads me to my next question. What is the surrounding controversies you've ever had to deal with your respective pages? Controversy, negatives, etc., and how did you figure out how to deal with it properly?
You want to go first? Okay. I gotta go last. I have to go last.
Okay. Well, I wanted to post like the edgy stuff because my humor as a person, it's Kareem, you know me. Like I love like being there, but the way our beautiful nation is set up, no.
No,
So
there's a line.
There's a line. The line for me is way smaller than the line for you gentlemen. It is the smallest, thinnest line, and you can't cross it. So that's why you know, when I would want to post edgy things or want to post things that I thought were actually funny, I couldn't, because I would get calls from my captain. I got a call from my regional captain. I got text messages, group chats. I had to apologize to certain people. It was a lot. I had to take certain things down. So that's why NOI memes became very family oriented and friendly, because I couldn't.
No, not PG. G.
Yeah.
For general audiences.
Yeah. That's why it became general audiences, like family oriented. That's why, because my line is I can't cross
the
it.
Sisters do. I will bear with the sisters do have a little less wiggle room than we do. They do have a little bit less wiggle room, and that's not even just for the humor aspect. It's for a lot of things. I'm learning this in my marriage, so I'm just like, what? Some of the things I'll be hit with, I just be like, huh? What? But now that Adara has answered the question, back to you. Because I know. Oh, boy.
Now, oh man, the worst mistake with Righteous Child that I've ever made was revealing who I was. Worst mistake. Because I'm stuttering. When I didn't reveal who I was, I could post what I want, and I wouldn't like have people texting my main page or calling my mom to have me take down stuff.
Not the mom.
Probably like the worst like is when I posted that
if she we all know. We all remember
if she ain't an MGT, she belongs to the streets.
Oh.
And then like, you know, in our mind, we thought we was doing something good. Like shot at Itchy, like, yeah, let's go.
Yeah, no.
It didn't play out that way. And it got to the point where somebody called my mother.
I'll never forget that. Because I remember, I think I had called name redacted, and I had reached out to you, and I was just like, yeah, Chief, this may not have been the best call for you. You know, I'm not the type to come down and be, no, you shouldn't have did this. No, you know, you got to be a brother first to your brother. I remember we talked. You remember our conversation? Yeah. I was just like, Chief, this may not have been the best move for you, and you got to fix it, because when you leave, when you leave mistakes to linger in the public, it gets to festering and it get worse. It's like a boil. It's like a boil. It becomes so painful to deal with that the last thing I wanted you to do was, because I know you love the page. And that was probably, I think that was, in retrospect, the worst response I could see for a meme, because usually everything else, it hit. There was no real issue. But it was just for that one, which is why this goes back to when I was making memes, and Trevor and I, when we were like the whole meme guys at the time. One thing we tried to do is, especially in regards to the MGT, when we did make something funny, there was what's the word I could say? It was a little bit of class. It was something that they could empathize with. I made a meme, sisters coming, and when MGT come off 6 and 7 hour post, and it was a picture of a lady taking her heels off and rubbing her feet, because, you know, it was funny, but it was something that they could empathize with because it was a real meme, you know. But when it comes to things like that, especially when you put the King Future Hendrix on there, oh, Oh, and I mean, I say this with all the sarcasm in the world, with the future King Hendrix, all the sarcasm in the world. Um, pain. But of course, since that whole thing, there hasn't really, as far as I've seen, there hasn't really been an issue with your page. Because I'm like, besides that one time, I'd never really seen any issues with the memes.
That leads me to my next part of the answer to the question.
Mm-hmm.
The worst part wasn't when my mom had to call me. The worst part is when a little while later, because one of my friends asked me to unarchive it so they could see it real quick, right? And then my mom called me.
Yep, I
No,
remember
somebody
that.
texted me and was like, "Why did you put it back up? And then my mom called me again.
Again, back to
Like I
back.
could put it
No
back up right
Drake.
now. I could put it back up right now, and I'm pretty sure my mom will call me back in the next couple of days. But yeah, that's probably it.
The cursed meme. It's a cursed image.
It's cursed.
Yeah.
And maybe like the general posting like an edgy meme if somebody asks you to take it down, blah blah. Text your information. But yeah, that's it.
It's one of those things that, you know, you gotta learn how to tread lightly, because like I mentioned earlier, people are it's like one thing you got to remember are codes and code of conduct, which is something you got to remember, whether you're registered or not registered. It's more crucial when you are registered. But you also have to remember you have a lot of people that are very, very sensitive, very sensitive. Not to say it's a bad thing, but you just have to know how to balance the humor with something. What's the word I'm looking for? Because I'm really not trying to come across as a old head. I'm not trying to come across as an old head, because I enjoy a good meme. I enjoy a good dank meme. I really do. But in this lifestyle that we all live, that we're all striving to live, you got to be careful, because all it takes is for one person to see it, and all of a sudden, boom, page got to be taken down. It's all over. Don't ever post again. You banned from social media. Yeah, you don't want to.
Can I add on to that?
Yeah, of course.
Like I understand like what you mean by tread lightly, because majority of like our actual funny content came from our beautiful minister Louis Farrakhan.
The Farrakhan meme, staring Farrakhanically. Oh, I got a story about that one.
It started on my personal spam page. I would have the different faces of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, and I would call it Relatable Farrakhan. And it would get great reviews. They're like, oh my God, send this to me. Because like I still have them in my phone, just pictures of the minister. But one believer sent me this video of the minister reciting Michael Jackson's They Don't Care About Us. And while he was reciting it, they had the instrumental in the background. And I thought it was the funniest thing ever. Had to get taken down within less than 5 minutes.
Can I say something about that?
Had to get taken down immediately.
Please go ahead. We got 4 minutes till a commercial break.
That actually was one of the first posts on Righteous Shout. The person that hit you up hit me up and asked me to post it, and I did. And guess what?
Because I took it down. And you see why I took it down? Because I'm pretty sure you got the same amount of heat that I got, if not worse.
Yeah. With that one, and that there's a lot of gray area, because I remember seeing that, and my first initial thought was, okay, that was pretty funny. You know, he's reciting the words. You want to put the music in the background. It's Michael Jackson. You know, he was quoting it. It was a serious lecture. Don't get me wrong, it was a very serious lecture. But with the music, it was a nice subtle touch. It wasn't. And in my personal viewpoint. Remember, the views on Kareem Talks do not necessarily reflect those of the Nation of Islam. We just want to put that out there. With that particular instance, I personally did not find any issue because you were just putting the music. I mean, you're gonna get mad at that. You got to get mad at Lost Sheep for putting music over all the ministers' lectures. Honestly. And they're not even trying to be funny. So it's just like we like to how does my wife like to say it? How's that saying go? You pick at a gnat and you swallow a whole elephant. It's not that serious. It honestly is not that serious. You know? But that's why, again, it goes back to the whole being careful, knowing what to post, when to post it, how to post it, etc., etc. Because when we come back from our commercial break, I want to talk about where that staring far iconically meme. That was my meme. That was my meme. I'm the originator of that meme.
It's on Google. You can find it everywhere.
Yes. Posted it on, this is before I even joined IG. That was on Facebook. I posted that. So, yeah, that controversy. Unnecessary controversy. But yeah, that people can be very sensitive. There's nothing wrong with being sensitive. I want to make that perfectly clear. But we're quick to spit fire on the people who are really just trying to make us laugh, balance out, give us the levity, to balance out the seriousness of the nation. And we handle people the wrong way. And if we didn't do that, things probably wouldn't get so blown out of proportion like they usually do. Agreed on that? Agreed on that? As you know, and you gotta, and I'll mention this before we go to our commercial break. Not to say that it's an excuse, but you guys are in it, but you're not in it. You are not in official members.
We don't have pins.
You don't have pins on your lapel.
Nope.
No, it'd be different if it was someone like me or someone like Trevor posting these memes. But we'll get into that. We're gonna go to our commercial break. If you guys could please mute your microphones and stop your video for a moment. We'll be right back, ladies and gents.
Hi, my name is Raiden Scott.
My name is Yasmin.
It's Jamari X. Allen.
Go to the Homeschooling Society.
Go to the Homeschooling Society.
I attend the Homeschool Society.
Greetings. My name is Sabbath Muhammad, founder, owner, and CEO of the Homeschooler Society, LLC.
Here at the Homeschooler Society, we pride ourselves in bringing full and complete understanding to all of our students. Our method is simple, not moving on until the child fully understands.
I do what I do as an educator because I remember when I was in elementary school, middle school, and high school. I remember teachers and educators not showing as much care and patience as they could. This widespread way of teaching drives me to do what I do.
And we are back. Please unmute your mics and come back on camera. Oh man, well, do I have a story? So taking it back to the staring pharmaconically meme. This is when I was really starting to come up on making memes, and I was collecting memes. I was making memes out of believers' faces. What a time that was. Nzinga was a meme. La Rule, plenty of memes. I made a meme out of Trevor. Hamad from Texas. No one was safe. Adara is a meme. Yes, everybody. No one was safe. Najia at one point was a meme. At one point. Yes. No one was safe. And there's something with in our I believe our social media guidebooks. I forget where it is. But this is my whole thing. You know what? I'm not gonna say that. This is my whole thing. One of the things that keeps me from towing the line as a believer, as a registered member of the Nation of Islam, when it comes to sharing memes or creating my own, as long as it is not breaking our laws, our rules and regulations, then the meme is fine. And that's my barometer. That's my personal barometer for creating or posting memes. Is this disrespectful to a certain part of the Nation of Islam? Is this a very controversial opinion that is not shared by the Nation of Islam? Will this affect my character in any way, shape, or form in a negative way? Or will this give people a reason to quote unquote blame the Nation of Islam? That's my parameter. I have to think about that because I'm an official member, right? Even if you're not an official member, if you are looking to join, I pray you all do in the future.
Of course.
You got to take that into an account because they could still be funny, but you got to go about it the right way. Otherwise, it's just hellfire, Shabazz hellfire for you for the rest of your life. For the rest of your life. You're not getting on the wheel. You ain't getting on the wheel, no matter how hard you try. Word to that one meme of and that was really funny. The meme of what's his name? The Weekend walking through that thing, trying to find Master Muhammad. That was hilarious. That was absolutely hilarious. And it was cleverly done. It was cleverly done. It wasn't a bad taste. I know people think about it. You'd be lying if you said you didn't. And it made sense. And it was still funny. You know, you can toe the line and still be absolutely hilarious. But I said I was gonna give a story. The staring pharmaconically meme. This is when I was on Android. I made that meme, use the old meme format and whatnot, the big bold white letters, and I thought it really funny because there is staring and there's the minister sees something. The minister sees something. He peeps something. He makes that face. He ain't even got to say nothing, right? And it made sense. We've all in the Nation of Islam have adapted that look at a certain point in time, especially when we find something or catch something that is quote unquote suspect, right? We've all had that look at one point in time. So I thought it makes sense. It's relatable. I get a message. I won't say who the person was, but they're telling me this meme is offensive in every way or form. And when I asked them why, their response was, it just is, right? Now, out of respect, I took it down. But then I brought it up to people, right? Is there anything wrong with this meme? What rules, laws, and regulations does this meme break? If anyone can tell me that, you'll never see me post it again. Fast forward, everyone is using the meme now. You see what I'm saying? You have to know, you gotta know how to pick and choose. This is not to quote unquote start any war with your people, right? This is not it. But if you're wrong, you can't be strong. If you're right, you can fight it, right? You just got to know when and where. You just got to know when and where and how to properly deal with it. This is for any, yeah. You gotta know how to properly deal with it. And most people don't know how to do that because the fire coming from the person making the accusation is so strong that they just outright, they stop posting or they slow down. And I don't want that to happen to you all's pages. People need to see that we are not, and this is why I started this show. They need to see that we're not robots, that we're not just bow ties, headpieces, being pie, my brother people. No, we're deeper than that, which is why I resonated with the one meme that you posted. This was, now granted, this is at the wrong time, but this was after your you deleted your previous post. Bean pie memes. These are so funny. I was just like, bad time to post it, but I understand, right? Because you don't want to come, you don't want the same corny humor that everyone's accustomed to seeing. You're allowed to branch out, to evolve and be creative as long as it doesn't break, our rules, and you just got to know how to do it. You got to know how to do it. But the first thing you got to do, and this is for anyone else who may be watching this, don't be so quick to make a snap judgment at these people, that my guest here, thinking that they're posting these things for malicious purpose. They don't know, okay? And it's not their intention. I can look at them and tell you it's not their intention. They're just trying to be humorous. There's a time to be serious, and there's a time where you got to kick back. You got to know how to balance that. Right? And this leads me to my next question. What lessons have you all learned from running those pages?
You want to go first? You got it.
Lessons, I mean, I learned a lot. Mm-hmm. My favorite, well, it's not really a lesson, mm-hmm. but the favorite thing that I learned was do you remember the minister's interview with it was some white man. It's not 60 Minutes. It was like
Mike Wallace.
No, it wasn't that Wallace? One. It was a talk show. His name started with a D. Donahue.
See, they're educated people. They know.
It was this one brother in the background. It was a dark-skinned brother. And he was sitting like this. I found him. He's alive. He's well. He's still in the nation.
Really?
I found him through NOI.
Crazy.
I said, thank you for your service. Your reaction is now being used. We can laugh. Like, I appreciate you. And he was like, thank you. Like, he's great. He's fine. And so I was glad to know that he's okay.
Praise be to Allah. Well, that's a nice little. I didn't even. He's still living today. Praise be to
he's
Allah.
He's alive.
That's dope. What about you, Sala? What lessons have you learned from running the Righteous brand? By the way, he has merch. Go blow that page up. It needs it.
I think the greatest lesson that I've learned is that not everybody is going to be satisfied. So you got to choose the people who you want to satisfy. Like, you can't have it all. Mm-hmm. And probably another one would be, if you're going to do something that's like, that could be big, but you could get flack for it, don't make it known that you're the one doing it.
That's smart.
But you know what I'm saying?
I was gonna stay anonymous at first. I was like, maybe I should show my face. And like the partner who I was working with at the time, she was like, let's not show our face. So I was like, I don't get why. And then like, as soon as we started hitting backlash, I said, I get why, because these people know my mother. They know my captains, because the nation, for it to be so big, it's so small. Everyone knows everyone.
We's a family after all.
It's a family. So
Think about that. Never did a
everything.
face. My fault. You got it.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine. It's just everything that happened to him would have happened to me. So I'm glad that this is like the first time people are really seeing my face. Yeah.
I would say, thinking about what you said, Sala, and I think personally for me, because I've always been an out there person. If I did something, you're going to know, and I'm going to make sure you know. It's going to be plastered. And as long as I'm not breaking any rules, there's nothing you can say. The minister told us this past year, this Savior's Day, our first and probably won't be the last virtual Savior's Day. Pain.
Ouch.
Pain.
Please don't ever say it.
Hey, you know me, I got to keep it transparent. I got to keep it a dub. If the Rona happens to leave us by 2022, praise be to Allah. But that Delta variant is out there. Huh?
You don't think we can have a masked up Savior's Day 2022?
The amount of believers that exist, there's not enough room for us to social distance.
Especially leaving Savior's Day after the lecture, like just leaving the arena alone.
Yeah, it's hard.
Like y'all putting ideas in national head, and they probably was thinking about having a Savior's Day, and now just because y'all said,
at best, it would probably be in our respective cities, like we did in 2015. I'm just being real, homie. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. If we do happen to have a Savior's Day where everyone comes together, and praise be to Allah. But hey, it's what it's looking like for right now. We don't know what the future is. Only God knows. Only Allah knows. But back to dang, don't tell me I done pulled the old people thing, and I don't even remember my point, my original point. Dang it. I remember it. It's like you don't want to hide that. You shouldn't have to hide unless you're doing something that is absolutely wrong. If you are in the wrong, if you are in no way, shape, or form in the wrong at all, then there's no reason that you need to hide who you are. The only reason you have to hide is if you're doing something wrong, and you're doing something wrong, And that's why I said, but the exception of that one thing that set our NOI internet ablaze, that one thing, yeah, I haven't seen it. I haven't seen you post anything that would raise eyebrows. And going back to NOI memes, there's still one drill meme that is still on your page to this day, not created by you, created by another person who I will not name at this time. It was hilarious. It was a video of our beloved Minister Ishmael speaking. We are all winners in the NOI, with a video of someone taking their chair and smashing it across the desk. It was another drill joke. It was another drill joke, right? But it was hilarious and it was relatable. You can be at the line. I'll say that. And this leads me to my last question, because we have 14 minutes left. Time flew by, didn't it? When can we see a resurgence of these pages? It doesn't have to be like full speed ahead posting every single day, because you all have lives. You have lives, you have your personal lives, right? But when can we see, a return to form, if you will? Who wants to take that?
All right, click this when you post it, and post it to your page.
Got you.
If I get to, I'm at 2,086 right now. If I get to 2,100 in the next 2 days, I'll go to Twitter and make like 10 memes and post one of them a day.
That's fair. See what you did there. A little self-advertisement. I respect it. I respect it. You got it.
For NOI memes, honestly, I don't know. I would love help if we can redo like the whole page, have a different type of feel to it. Yes.
Ooh, you see us raising our hands. You say you need help.
Yeah, but it's like, honestly, there's nothing against you brothers, but I would like help from another woman.
Okay.
So
hey, that's
I
what
would
you
like
want.
to
That's what
keep
you want.
it.
I can't, you can't, yeah. Keep it in the sisterhood. That's respectable.
I want to keep it with women. Even if I'm not over it, I want MGT to be over that. So, because I personally, I am so swamped with everything. I'm a college student.
Congrats. Stay in school, children. Stay in school.
Please. I'm trying to be a doctor for our nation. So just imagine the work. I can't go on Instagram all the time and be like,
she's trying to be Dr. Dara. She's trying to be Dr. Dara. She ain't got time for the pennies.
Trying to be at Savers Day with the green sash around my neck. I made that a life goal of mine.
Okay. All right.
So
okay.
That's what I'm trying to do. So I have to pause making our nation laugh so I can focus on
making our nation well.
Making our nation well. Like with everything, with the food we eat, how we walk, or like with a cane or something, trying to like alleviate pain, stuff like that. So I can't make memes, but I would love to have people who do have time to make memes and have them over that. So I would like that.
Well, that was another advertisement, y'all. Sisters, to those of you who are watching this page, NY Memes is looking for meme creators. Qualifications, you must be funny.
You have to be funny. There's been certain memes that I didn't post just because it wasn't funny.
It didn't
I'll be like, thank you for your submission. I would not post it because it's not funny.
I wonder if those some of my memes that I shared.
Oh no.
No.
Either it was too much for me, Kareem, to like put on there because
Oh, some of mine did go over.
It was a little.
It went a little over. Yeah.
Just a little over because I'd be like, because I would tag the people who submitted the memes. I would tag them, be like, thank you for your submission. But even if you were tagged, they still get on me and be like, why did you allow this to be posted?
Oh, wow. You're really looking out. I appreciate you.
What will we have to do to make NOI memes righteous sister?
Business propositions near the end of the show.
We tried a few months ago.
We did try.
You haven't posted. You haven't posted since, even before that. So
he and the other brother did a group FaceTime with me saying, let's make this proposition, let's make this deal. And I politely declined because I would rather I'd rather it be me. I didn't want to sell it. I didn't want to give it away. I wanted it to be me and have my own feel to it. So
I can't hate on that individuality. Can't hate on that individuality.
Me and another sister, whoever decides to DM me, my @ is Dranicia. It's literally just my name, DRANICA. Everyone wants to DM me and say, hey, I would love to, help you with NOI memes. I would love to do this. I would love to do that. I would love to see, the type of content they want, their type of humor, how they would like to make it look better, change the profile up, change the pictures up, the bio. I would love for that. But I would rather it stay we sit on the right side of the mosque.
The halal stage.
I would like to, like that whole section of the mosque where just the sisters sit, that right side, I would love for it to stay there.
I feel that.
Yeah.
I feel that. Praise be to Allah. Now we have 8 minutes left. Any final comments before we end this show? Go ahead. feel like this won't be the only one, but go ahead.
I don't understand how the Nation of Islam is like not included in a lot of things concerning halal, but they take our one meme from the Holy Day of Atonement from Jamaica. Like, you remember when the man went up to the podium, he said, Assalamu alaikum, salam. That's everywhere. And for all like the Sunni and Shia Muslim meme pages, that's everywhere. But I'm like, y'all see that headpiece in the background? Y'all see that? Y'all see the bow ties? But we're not invited to cookouts.
I mean, they always gonna hate from outside.
They take our stuff. Didn't like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just want to say that
one thing that's always gonna make everybody laugh is Assalamu, man.
Assalamu.
Yes.
And it came from us. So
yeah.
I was doing Muslim TikToks, and when they found out I was in the Nation,
they stopped it.
I'm gonna say it wasn't as fun. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say that.
You were on my For You page. You were on my For You page. I was like, they are gonna flip when they found out. I already knew it. I knew they was gonna flip.
It's a small world after all. Well, I would like to close out with this, and I remember my point I was gonna make. Minister Farrakhan, this is where I went to the whole Savior's Day tangent. Minister Farrakhan this past year, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, my apologies, said, and he said this to me directly at the NOI and the NOI youth summit or retreat. I forget which one it was, but he said this. He said this to me. You know, the best thing you can do. And I have to go back and look at the whole quote because I hate misquoting him. But he told me to be myself. He told me to be myself. And hearing that coming out of his mouth vindicated a lot for me. So I extend that same, what he said to me can apply to you. As long as you're not breaking any laws, rules, and regulations, of course. But be yourself. They gonna stop you from being yourself?
No.
So not that I'm expecting it soon, but we gotta see that content come back. We got to.
All the proposition. I just gotta do the work.
Yes, sir.
I got the videos ready.
He already got it. He got it.
I just need a reason to do them.
Mm-hmm. Give this man a reason, you know? And y'all heard Adara. Y'all heard NOI memes. She needs help, assistance. Because she can't do it all herself. She needs a team. But that's all for today. Thank you all for making the time to come out on the show and for showing y'all faces. I wasn't thinking about it, but I was just like, it's my show. They're gonna have to show the faces on my show.
Yep.
If anyone else, I was gonna get this exclusive first.
You talked to me about it like months ago, a while ago.
I locked y'all in
before I even revealed my face, and I was like, we gonna see by that time.
Yeah. And
we have seen.
Yep. So I was just like, you might as well. We know who he is. Because
everybody like knew what we looked like before the meme pages, but nobody really knew we was running the meme pages till our faces were shown. Because we was already out there.
I was going live with half of my head in the screen like this.
Good times. Good times. The dark shades so no one will really see. But everyone heard.
Everybody
have no
heard
voice
me.
You ain't have no voice modifier. It'd be like that. But again, I can't stress this enough. Thank you all for
having me.
Praise be to Allah. I'm hopefully you all enjoyed this experience and would recommend this to other people, nation or not nation. Anyone could be a guest on Kareem Talks. Thank you to the audience for your at least one question in your commentary. I appreciate it. Tune in next week. I don't know what we'll be talking about, but one of my friends will be on the show and I'm excited to have her. And then tune in at the end of the month where I'll be bringing on my other bro from the West Coast, La Rule, and we will be talking about streaming and stocks because he does both. All right, guys. This has been another episode of Kareem Talks. We're finishing 3 minutes early. This is Kareem. That's Righteous Child. That's Adara. And peace. See ya.